Okay, everybody, just wanted to show you real quick. This is my brother's bike, actually, nice Harley, where we just took off the exhaust, and you know, there's an exhaust header pipe that comes off and then splits over underneath and goes over the side. We took the whole exhaust off, and what we're gonna do is it took us about an hour, and this with the bike on the ground. If you had the bike up on the ramp, it'd be even faster. But we took the exhaust off the bike because what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of the catalytic converter. That's right, not Cadillac converter, catalytic material that's inside. So here's the pipe, some of it. You know, we had to be careful for things like the CO2 oxygen sensor, CO2 sensors. Okay. So in this case, we didn't put a wrench on it and take it off. We just undid the wire. There were wire ties on the bike. We just took the wire off. You can see the connector on the other end. So since I knew we weren't going to be welding on this side at all, doing any work on this side, we just left it like that without having to undo it and worry about it. Because we couldn't get a wrench on it from where it was underneath the bike. It was really hard to get to. So we just undid the wire tie looms all along the bike and just left it on there. So this little piece right here, if you look, you'll notice there's the catalytic converter material. Okay, other side. It's kind of hard to tell the light there. There you go, a little bit better lighting. That's that side. That's that side. So, you know, they just packed that stuff in there, and you know, it was like this. Okay, on one side and obviously on the other side. So I just took the grinder and cut it off on both sides. And we're going to keep this just in case for some reason we ever have to weld it back on. We got it. We're not going to. I see a lot of people on the internet banging that material out of there. We're not going to do that. We're going to leave that material in there and keep this pipe. If we ever need to put it back on, we can. We just weld it back on. Okay. Probably won't, but just in case we run into some mapping issues and the fuel air mixture gets out of whack, and no matter what we try to do with the bike, if we can't get it fixed, we, you know, as a last resort, we can weld that pipe back on, right? Okay, this is the crossover pipe that goes near the back of the bike. Okay, so one of the things you want to make sure of when you do this, you notice I made a mark right here with the grinder, just a little nick, and I did the same thing on that piece right there. Sorry about the camera, but yep. So you know, because you want to make sure you get the alignment back correctly, right? So we want those two pieces to line up. There's obviously going to be a piece of material in between these two, right? Because we're going to replace that with, that's a 3-inch outside diameter, so we're just going to put some 3-inch 304 stainless between these two pieces. Make sure we keep the alignment right. Sorry about the focus. Camera's giving me a hard time. There we go. And we'll just tack it in there a little bit with my TIG welder. Still got that trusty TIG welder down there. I really wish I had a MIG welder, and I've been tempted several times to buy one. They're 800 bucks for a real good one, so I'm kind of holding out. But eventually, I'm going to get one because that would make quick work of this. TIG welding's nice, but it's a little slow. We don't need to do TIG welding on this. We could just MIG weld it. But since all I got is a TIG, we're just going to go with the TIG welder, and should be pretty simple. I got some stainless steel exhaust tubing coming in, 304 stainless. I noticed this bead here is a little bit thick, so we'll see if we can make it happen. Just have to be careful about where I apply my heat on one side more than the other. And I got some 304 stainless plate here, but it's a little bit too thick for what we want. A little too thick. Again, the camera's giving me a hard time with this, but yeah. Because we're going to use I ordered some 304 stainless sheet that hasn't come in yet, and what we're going to do is we're just going to cut out a little piece of stainless, 304 stainless out of the sheet. That's like 16 gauge stuff here, and then we'll just cap this off and tack it in a couple places to make sure it's going good, and then we'll weld it closed. So once I get the other tube in, should be in about a week and a half after this video. I'll just edit the video and put it all together. But once I get it in, then I'll rerun some video here and show you guys how I'm going to tack it all. Just tack it in place first. Put those two pieces together, tack it a 304 stainless in between the two. And before I fully weld it, we'll put it back over on the bike here, just to make sure we got the alignment right. And once we're positive the alignment's right, then we'll pull it back off the bike real quick and just finish up the welding. So having a little fun project with my brother on his awesome bike. I think I don't remember what year this bike is, 2020, 2019, I can't remember. Nice ride. He's only had it for a little while, maybe a year or two. 114 cubic inch engine on this bike. Bike's got some giddy up to it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Part 2 is going to come out probably in about 2 or 3 weeks once I get the materials in. Listen, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping to come up, we'll see. I'm thinking about buying a 350 small block, an old Chevy 350 small block, and doing a rebuild, and we'll see what we do. I'm thinking about a 400 horsepower-ish small block to put in a truck I got. Hopefully that's a project coming up soon. And if I get that far, I'll go ahead and run that video for you guys too. So look for that video hopefully coming up in the future. All right. Talk to you all again next time.